Nyheim, with the change from Mack to Taylor, the rookie, do you anticipate your role changing much? Less carries, more for Jordan, or how are you looking at this moving forward?
Truthfully, I really don't know. Gonna just see what's in the game plan, and really, even in practice, you got to really go out there and just see what happens on Sunday. And no matter what my role is, how many carries, how many catches, how many plays I have, I'm gonna go out there and try to go 1-0 on every play, and try to make the most of make the most of every play. And that's really all I can do. I know it'll probably be split some between Jordan and I, or Jonathan, or however that's going to go. But really, that's not really on me. That's on Coach Frank Reich and how Coach Rathman want to do it. I'm going to go out there and do everything I can to help this team win this week.
One follow-up. It's not been that long ago that you were a rookie. Any advice for Jonathan, or has he just sort of grasped what's going on pretty quickly?
He's a fast learner, a really smart guy. But Marlon, Jordan, all of us, we've been in his ear a little bit. Really just tell him to believe in himself. And a lot of things when you get into the NFL, you kind of have to make some plays and just fill things out. And he's a talented guy, so really I just tell him just trust what he sees, and once you see it, go do what you do. And that got him drafted really high. He ran for millions of yards in college, so. For him to do what he does it pretty well. So I think once he just figures things out, he'll be okay. And he's been figuring it out well.
Zach Kiefer.
Hey, Nyheim. Have you talked with Marlon this week? And what do you tell a guy who loses a season in the second quarter of the first game?
I haven't seen Marlon this week. I'm going to probably text him today. But I talked to him after the game. And honestly, it's just that's just super tough. It's his fourth year. He had a great training camp, and I was thinking he was going to have a great year, and that happened. So, honestly, other than, I was telling him I was here for him. If he needs anything, let me know. I carried his bag after the game. But, with things like that and tough situations like that, sometimes you just have to, just tell people you're there for them, and then, kind of let them be, because if I was in that position, I really wouldn't even know how to feel. Even on the way home, just driving home, thinking about it, it was just real tough. Marlon's a good friend of mine, and like I said, it's just sad. So I'll text him today, and after he has surgery, I'll probably go to the hospital and check on him. But it's just this is so unfortunate, honestly.
Joel Erickson.
Nyheim, how did you grade yourself on your performance in the opener?
It was okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. Made some plays here, but there were some plays that I'd like to have back. A couple protections where I think I could have fit up better, and maybe some things I could have did different on maybe one or two runs. But I think it was a great start to the season. With no preseason, no OTAs. So I really think I hit the ground running, and just building on that. And that's what the NFL is about. It's not about making big plays here and then having bad plays. It's about making good plays and then being consistent. And that's the goal. I want to be consistent. And last week, I don't think I was as consistent as I wanted to be, but hit the ground running. So we're going to start from there.
Phil B.
Nyheim, Coach Reich said that you're not just a third down back, you're an every down back. And they certainly played it like that in week one with you. I wanted to know how you felt about that in terms of your evolution and becoming an all down back and being whatever they need you to be.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know he said that until you just told me. But, put a lot of work in, try to be more than just a pass catching back or a satellite back or whatever it's called. It's pretty cool to earn the trust for him to even say something like that. So really that's pretty cool. But I got to prove him right now. Just got to keep working hard, keep my head down, and make sure I'm right on them runs. I've been catching the ball well, so I got to make sure whenever it comes my way, just got to make sure I'm right and try to, hold the team average of 4 yards. That's my goal every time, 4 yards or more. So to to have an evolution of that and pass block and do all those things, it's really a compliment. But when people say things like that, much is required. So I have to go out there and prove them right with that.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go two more. Zach Kiefer.
Nyheim, third year in the league, third different starting quarterback to work with. I'm curious what stood out on Sunday with your first regular season game with Rivers at quarterback. I'm sure he had his distinct style, right? I mean, in the huddle on the sideline, like what jumped out from that experience with him that was different than maybe with Brissett or Luck?
Just Phillips. We all know Phillips like a gunslinger, but he's a talker. He talks a lot. He tells us a lot of things, pre-snap, and makes a lot of checks. So I think that was I think that was the biggest thing. I don't think I've had a quarterback change as many protections and as many things as he has. And then after that, he was really courageous. He's not the most mobile guy, but he's not scared to stand in there and take a hit and make the throw. There were a couple times he took hits while throwing the ball and they're right on the money. So I think that's the biggest thing. And any guy who can stand in the pocket with a big guy, just a big guy or a linebacker running right to hit you real hard, and you stand in there and make that throw, that says a lot about you and your character. So I think that was pretty cool. He does like to throw to his back slide through to the running backs a lot, and those are probably my takes on the game.
Well, last one here, Joel Erickson.
Nyheim, you mentioned focusing on when you get the ball in the running game. Is there anything in particular that you feel like you really need to focus on in that with running style or vision or something like that?
Just assignment, looking at reads, and then not really the reads. I know the reads and the assignment. Just trusting what you see and going with it. In the run game, a split second end decision, the hole could be closed. So really just seeing something and basically see it and hit it, and that's what I need to do. I know where I need to go. I've been in the system 2 or 3 years. Just when the opportunity comes, go out there and hit the hole.
Was there any play that you felt like you missed a hole on last week?
I didn't miss any holes last week, but there was one run. There was like a stretch run where I might could have cut it up, where I might could have set the block up a little bit better, but it was kind of a funky read from the defense. So I kind of had a two-way go. Looking back on it, I think I would have just cut it up and went inside. Like on the play where I spun, it's kind of a run similar to that, and I could have did it again, but it was a different look. But other than that, I think I was pretty good in the run game. Just got to keep the pads down and keep running hard.